It was a winter day, deep in the mountains, beyond the distant peaks, covered in a blanket of white. The sky danced with the warmth of the sun, peeking through the pure white clouds, while a cold breeze gently kissed my face. In that moment, a feeling stirred within me. A blend of happiness and a slight sense of solitude washed over me. I closed my eyes and listened carefully to the surroundings. Silence indicated that all life hidden beneath the snow was in a deep slumber. Yet, that silence intensified the longing within me. Perhaps this silence was reminding me of beautiful memories that once existed within me. Perhaps what I longed for were the happy moments I had experienced in the past. For a moment, I began to speak to myself. Surrounded by the magnificence of the mountains, this landscape filled me with a warm serenity. Snowflakes danced delicately on the ground, disappearing amidst the blue and white clouds in the sky. This scenery was brimming with the flawless beauty of nature, and I wanted to lose myself in it. I continued walking, leaving clear footprints on the damp snow. With each step, the happiness within me grew a little more. Perhaps this solitude was one of the purest feelings one could experience when left alone with nature. In that moment, I understood the importance of talking to oneself. In the silence of the distant mountains, as I walked along the snow-covered paths, I felt the presence of both happiness and longing accompanying me. Perhaps these moments were the most precious in life, because in those moments, one felt the deepest connection with oneself and with nature. And that's why, on that winter day, as I walked in the distant mountains, I experienced happiness, solitude, and longing all at once. As I continued walking, each step carving a distinct mark on the crisp snow beneath me, the happiness within me continued to swell. Perhaps this solitude was one of the purest emotions one could experience when left alone with nature. In that moment, I realized the importance of speaking to oneself. In the silence of the distant mountains, as I treaded along the snow-covered paths, I felt the companionship of both happiness and longing. Maybe these moments were life's most precious treasures, for in those moments, one felt the deepest connection with oneself and with nature. And that's why, on that winter day, as I wandered in the distant mountains, I embraced the blend of happiness, solitude, and longing that enveloped me. The snow whispered beneath my feet, carrying me deeper into the heart of the wilderness. Each breath I took seemed to merge with the icy air around me, filling me with a sense of vitality and peace. In the distance, the sun continued its gentle descent, casting long shadows across the pristine landscape. It was a scene of unparalleled beauty, a moment frozen in time, and I was grateful to be a part of it. With each passing moment, I found myself letting go of the burdens of the world, surrendering to the serenity of the natural world around me. And as I stood there, amidst the silence and solitude of the mountains, I knew that I had found a piece of myself that I had long been searching for. In that moment, everything seemed to fall into place, and I realized that true happiness could be found in the simplest of moments, in the quiet beauty of a winter day in the mountains. If you also like to look at distant mountains like me and like to be alone, please subscribe to my channel. Now let's enjoy the view and the music.